Fundamentals of HVACR, Chapter 5, Fasteners. Objectives include: describe the types of screws, bolts, and nuts used in HVACR work, describe common types and sizes of nail fasteners, anchors, and rivets used in HVACR work, demonstrate how HVACR duct staples are used, describe the types of tape and adhesives used in HVACR work, and describe the types of tie straps used in HVACR work. Screws and bolts are both threaded fasteners. Sheet metal screws are the most often used. Wood screws are used for hanging metal straps for ductwork. Machine screws are available in both fine and coarse threads. Nails come in a variety of sizes, lengths, and materials. Common nails are generally used in wood frame construction. Box nails are similar to common nails but are thinner in diameter. Finishing nails are small in diameter and are used in finished carpentry work because the head is small and will sink down in the wood. This chart shows the size of several common nails from 4-penny to 20-penny. Notice as the number gets larger, so does the nail. Special anchors are used to hold fasteners in place in concrete and masonry. The general types of concrete anchors are expanding sleeves for bolts, masonry nails, and specially designed coated masonry screws. Expanding sleeves require drilling holes to accommodate the anchor. Once in place, the sleeve expands as the bolt is tightened. Masonry screws also require pilot holes. Powder-actuated ballistic tools use .22 caliber gunpowder charges to drive anchors into concrete or steel. The difference between wood screws and sheet metal screws is the taper. Wood screws taper all the way from the head to the point. The taper on sheet metal screws is all at the point, with the shank being basically cylindrical. This slide shows the difference between a wood screw and a sheetrock screw. Notice that the wood screw has a wide shoulder which tapers to the point. Sheetrock screws, on the other hand, are thin all the way up. They are designed to be able to sink into the sheetrock. Screws are available in a variety of lengths and diameters. The most common length of sheet metal screws are 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. The diameter is typically stated as a standard number, such as number 6, number 8, or number 10, with larger numbers representing larger screw diameters. Screws have different heads for varying applications. For example, most air conditioner panels and sheet metal ductwork are held together with hex head screws. Sheet metal screws are available with a variety of different tips. Pointed screws, also known as self-starters, do not require a pilot hole. On the other hand, self-threading screws must have a pilot hole. They cut threads in the metal as they pull through the hole. Round tip screws are most often found in electrical panels. The tip is rounded to avoid cutting into the wires in the panel. Self-drilling screws pre-drill the hole as they are fastened. Self-drilling screws will self-start in larger gauge sheet metal. Bolts and nuts have machine threads and are sized according to length, outside diameter, and threads per inch. NC stands for National Coarse Thread, NF for National Fine Thread. Bolt heads can be carriage, square, or Allen. This particular bolt is 3 inches long, a ½ inch in diameter, normally coarse 13 threads per inch with a hex head. Nuts should thread on easily by hand. If you have to force a nut on a bolt, its threads probably do not match the bolt. Forcing on a nut causes one thread to cross over the other, destroying both threads. One exception to this would be lock nuts. They have a nylon insert. These typically do require a wrench to turn them on. Looking at the picture on the bottom, you can see that the nut does not really fit on the fine threads of the bolt. Lag bolts, sometimes called lag screws, are used to fasten large, heavy objects to wooden poles, beams, or boards. They require drilling a hole the size of the bolt shaft before using them. They are typically turned using a socket wrench. Rivets can be used to hold sheet metal together without having any of the fasteners sticking through on either side. To use a rivet, you must first drill a hole slightly larger than the diameter of the rivet. The length of the rivet should extend through the joined material by at least 1½ times the diameter of the rivet. The best way to remove a rivet, if it has to be removed, is to drill it out. Staples are used for duct wrap and also for fastening duct board. Staples come in sizes from 1/4 inch to 15/16 of an inch. The staples are not straight, they actually bend as they go in. The bending is accomplished by a special head on the staple gun. The two most common types of tape used in air conditioning are duct tape and electrical tape. Duct tape must meet UL Code 181 standards. Aluminum pressure-sensitive tape is used to hold duct insulation in place and also to assemble fiber duct board ductwork. Adhesives used in HVAC include mastics, glue, and caulk. They're used for connecting plastic tubing, sealing ductwork, and attaching insulation. Volatile organic compounds are often found in adhesives and can be flammable or produce hazardous fumes. Mastic is used to seal ductwork. It is available in both tubes and tubs. Mastics which have low or no volatile organic compounds are available and are preferable. Large nylon tie straps can be used to secure flexible ductwork to duct collars or boots. Nylon wire ties can be used to hold bundles of wires together inside the unit to keep the inside of the unit from looking like a bowl of spaghetti. Never force a nut, bolt, or screw if it does not fit correctly. You can cross-thread the part and strip the threads, which can result in a significantly longer time to repair. You can also break off the bolt or screw in the part, which will require a lot more work to remove. There are many different sizes and types of fasteners that can be used in HVACR work.